In chapter 10, it's titled The Occupied West Bank. There's a section here I'd love to read
Okay.
that you wrote. You said on October 7th, 2023, the violence escalated in Israel with a heinous attack launched from Gaza by Hamas that indiscriminately killed Jews, Palestinians, and Christians. All lives matter, and escalating the violence is not the answer. I am in full support of defending your homeland and people in a manner that minimizes collateral damage. Hamas is the enemy, not the Palestinians. The Palestinians are an asset, and to treat them with dignity and respect will grow unity within the Holy Land. Between the Jews and Palestinians, let us adopt the mantra, the best revenge is no revenge. There are numerous evil forces on both sides that fuel the fire of hatred instead of fanning the flames of peace and love. So, when the good are unafraid, evil has no stronghold. I really love that section that you wrote, and I think it's so relevant for people to hear because of what's happening today. Can you try to give our listeners and viewers some sense of how you think this might end peacefully? Because it's going on quite a long time.
Sure. We serve a powerful God, and we know biblically with God all things are possible. And so he wants to use us as for his glory. And he's going to turn this in for his glory in his way, in his timing, and how all this will be. And so I believe it really comes back to that first commandment, Roger, to love God above all, right? No false gods. And I don't hear anything about bringing God. I'm not talking about religion. I'm talking about God. It's different. I'm talking about a relationship with the Almighty God, bringing Him at the table. Let's bring God. I know this is a picture of, people look at as Jesus, but, let's just start it with God. Bring God at the table. And when we can do that, then we can have a peace process because I don't believe a two-state solution is the answer. The Jews and the Palestinians have lived amongst each other. They're both Semitic people for thousands and thousands of years. And they can do it peacefully, but like I said earlier, there's lots of forces on both sides that don't want that to happen. And so when we can come together and the people desire this and put the pressure on the government, and there was a lot of peace marches and peace activities going on in the Holy Land when I was there for this, this exact thing to happen. And so it's just a process that needs to play out. And so, I'll just go back to I'm a simple man, and the Lord didn't make this to be complicated. So the first commandment, love God above all, and then you have to obey His commandments. And thou shalt not kill. And so when we can come together like that God is love, He's on the Holy Land flag, and that all we need to do to fix the world is to love one another, then we'll be in a good spot, and there'll be an opportunity for peace to become a reality.
Love it. Thank you for that, Dr.
Sure.
George.